Is it possible to have a truly happy marriage? Our resident marriage therapist, Dr. David Woodsfellow, says yes. And he joins us now to share his secrets to creating a marriage that is fulfilling and meaningful. And it is always such a pleasure, Doctor. Thanks for being here.
It's a pleasure to be here, Christine. I'm glad to be back.
Well, let's dive right in, okay? Because you say we all, of course, want a happy marriage, a healthy partnership. Let's talk about, you have 4 keys to a happy marriage. What is the first key?
First key has to do with security. Marriages have to be secure and stable. If not, nothing. And there's 3 ways to really make sure that happens. There's 3 things to avoid that would be very destabilizing.
Okay, and let's talk about those. So number 1, you have to feel secure, and you have the 3 values that we need to live by in that regard, right?
Yes. And what's so important is to not rock that ship in an enormous way. Oh. So people need to avoid affairs. Mm-hmm. People need to avoid abuse,
right,
and addictions.
Right.
Any of those 3 will just challenge the heck out of any sense of security or stability.
Right. Not good for you as a person, not good for your marriage. So just avoid those.
Right.
The 3 values. And security is so, so true. You feel secure in any kind of relationship with your parent, with your friends. I mean, that's a no-brainer, it seems
If
like.
you feel secure, then you can go from there.
Then you thrive.
If you don't feel secure, the rest is not going to work.
Okay. All right. So security is key. And what about your second key? What is that?
The second key is friendship. Spouses need to be best friends. They need to be really good friends. And in some ways, that's so easy to do. But what's shocking is how many people just forget about that or take it for granted.
Right. I think it's so important because I do have a great group of girlfriends, lots of different girlfriends. So I love to enjoy my girls' night out. We have our wine and our chat, but at the end of the day, I also really enjoy doing something with my husband without the kids. That is so, so critical to reconnect, right?
Right.
And sometimes I see friends and it's like they're always with the kids, and you know, no judgments here, but I'm always thinking, gosh, I think it's so important to have that quality alone time to reestablish. Maybe you haven't really been having good, long, deep, meaningful conversations. And that's the time to do it.
Yeah, that's really true. Unfortunately, a very high percentage of marriages really decline in quality when kids come.
Oh, right.
And one of the differences of the ones that don't decline in quality is they maintain the friendship.
Right.
And you said a crucial word, and that is chat. People need to chat with their spouses.
Right.
You can't let it just fall into only logistics or only problems.
True. Like I'm picking up Kate, you pick up Caroline, and just, that's such a good point.
That's important.
Yeah.
But you need to, on purpose, make some time to chat. And I'd suggest every day it just be part of the day. 10, 20 minutes, just plain chatting. Not about problems, not about stuff, just about what's going on with you? What are you thinking about?
Sure. And then I love this. You say there are 4 magic moments during the day that we should actually create that magical emotional connection. What are those 4 moments? So we all, gosh, even if we have to start setting the alarm to make it a habit, when is that?
Well, actually, we don't have to set the alarm. The alarm's already set. And you can make sweetness in less than a minute. Oh. And these 4 times are when you wake up, when you leave the house, when you come back home, and when you go to sleep. So true. So true. Each of those times are times for a sweet word, a kindness, soft touch. They're built in. The alarm happens because we all know when those things are occurring. Right. Time to make it sweet. Okay, I love that. And it's so true. And it just takes a minute. I mean, less than a minute. But just have that those eyeballs, contact, connection. Right. And say what's on your mind. Give the little peck. And that can go a long way. Say something sweet. Yeah, especially if you're doing it those 4 times. That's incredible. Okay, then are we already to key number 4? Key number 4. We're at the 3, which is conflict. 3. Oh, conflict. Oh, we got to talk about that. Right. So, first, conflict's inevitable. And it's not necessarily undesirable. It's all about how you do it. And I want to say 2 things about how to do conflict well. Number 1, make soft starts. Women in particular need to be aware of this, because women start 80% of problem discussions. Soft starts, soft tone, get agreement to talk. Start softly, not harshly.
Right. Oh, that's extremely hard. And I love that he pointed out us ladies do that. Ladies in the studio, are you hearing? It's actually, I will tell you right now, if Jim was here, he'd say, right. And there's something about the way we just start kind of launch into it. It's like, whoa. So start softly. And again, just like with your last point about the 4 times that we have the opportunity to show love and sweetness, you start off softly, you're going to go, oh, it's gonna.
There it is. You just did the tone.
Yeah.
Start off softly.
See, I mean, I didn't even mean to.
No,
I did it with
but
you.
that's perfectly it.
Sean O'Keefe would know about this. You get more flies with honey, right, Sean O'Keefe?
Right.
That's right.
There
okay.
you go.
He's amen. Okay.
And the next
yes.
conflict tip is use requests rather than criticism. Those two are two sides of the same matter. The problem with a criticism is it's what someone did wrong before. The request is what you want them to do right next.
Now, right.
And when you make a request, someone can do it.
Sure, sure.
So the trick here is to turn criticisms to requests.
Okay, and our last point, our last key to a happy, successful relationship is what?
Is meaning.
Meaning?
Couples need to do something meaningful together.
Love
they
that.
need to have dreams together and support each other's dreams. So maybe it's your kids.
Yeah.
Maybe it's doing something special for the world. Maybe it's giving of some kind. It's some project, some purpose that is shared or that you support in each other. And that's really a very important thing to keep people together in a big way.
Sure, almost like just an umbrella statement, maybe a mission statement to do.
Absolutely.
Once a year even at least, just saying, what do we want this year to be or what do we want our future to be? And then know that you have those goals that you're trying to attain and, and good for the relationship and good for the family. So Doctor, thank you. I always love having you. Appreciate it.
It's a great pleasure, Christine.
And if you would like more information about Dr. Woodsfellow, visit marriagehelpatlanta.com and also check him out. He's got his own YouTube channel, very fancy, and check him out there as well. Hey, don't go anywhere. When we come back,